They lock themselves down. They run away, hide themselves. So what happened? The doors were locked for the fear of the Jews, we read in the Gospel reading. Wait, today the doors are locked for the fear of the pandemic too, right? We can see the analogy. So the very first church locked right after the resurrection of its master. Today the church locked down because of COVID-19. Welcome everyone, Father Chris. Someone made a comment that I look too serious, so I'll try to smile more. We all know that the church is not only the building, it is not the only place that we can meet with God. Unfortunately for many of us, the church is the only place where you see God and don't see Him anywhere else. And that's why when the pandemic came, we became so angry that we had to lock our churches. We rebel when we have so limited access to our church. We are angry, disappointed because it is not what we are used to, and that we need to adjust, make some sacrifices. We can either accept the way it is, or scream, or even break into the church. Of course, this is not the best idea. So where is God, we may ask. But you know what? And this may surprise you. I was angry too, and I'm still a little bit angry that our church is locked down. I too disagree with many things, but you know what? Now I kind of understand. Now I opened my eyes. I think I finally got to understand the gospel reading for this Sunday. Just like you, I have read this gospel many times before, but finally, in the light of COVID, I was able to understand something new. What, you may ask? Okay, I won't keep you waiting any longer. When you read the Gospel for today, for Divine Mercy Sunday, you get the impression that the disciples, right after his resurrection, after the resurrection of Jesus, are scared and don't really know what to do next. There's no faith in them, no hope, no joy. They lock themselves in because they are scared. And then Jesus comes in and says, "Come on, what happened to you? Open the doors. This is not what I taught you." Jesus is telling them and telling us too that the church cannot be hidden. A hidden church won't do any good for the world. And he says that maybe at times it is good to get together in a small group and pray and meditate and have the Eucharist, but that's not the end of it. After that, it's time to go to work and bring that resurrected Jesus into the world. Okay, but how about today with the COVID, you may ask? What is Father Chris trying to tell us? That we must break the doors to our churches despite the limitations? Of course not. What I want to say is that I finally understand that the church is not only the building. The church is not the place where we should lock ourselves down and pray in silence. The church is you and I. And Christ comes to us today and says, "Come on, what happened to you? Where is your hope? Where is your faith? Where is your joy? Why do you cry? Why do you care so much about some pandemic? Losing your hope because of COVID? Time to get to work." You are the church, not some type of building. Time to go into the world. Try to find God in other places, not only in this building. Why are you so angry? Why so rebellious? Ready? So wipe your eyes, wipe your nose, and let's go out. Let's go to work. We have our church today only because of those stubborn disciples that they finally understood and believed that He is truly risen, just like He promised. And because finally they stopped being scared and came out of hiding, filled with joy and filled with the Holy Spirit, and started talking about the resurrected Jesus. They didn't need to fear anymore, and they gave up their lives for Him, but it was a worthy sacrifice. So now it's our time. Now it's our turn. The church will last forever because it's not the building, but us, you and I. So we have two choices. One, we can just cry and despair because of COVID, because of illnesses, of the elections, of racism, because wars and manipulations. Or we can be joyful and happy because the resurrected Jesus filled us with His joy and the Holy Spirit. Well, I made my choice already. How about you? So let's go to work. God bless you.